Well, hello, travelers. How are you all doing today? Ye blessings. Thank you so much for pressing the play button. Please feel free to stay and to join the others. The mathematical wizards will restore your energy while you are here to learn. It is so great to have you. I am Johnny, your host with HomeCountry Mathematics. I truly do appreciate you. Let's learn some math, shall we? Ye wonderful learning individuals, thank you for your patience. Okay, we are working in the section of variables and expressions. Oh my, what shall we do? What we are doing is we are learning to write mathematical expressions for verbal expressions. So you'll have verbal questions, and we have to analyze and determine and create a formula of some sort. Write verbal expressions for mathematical expressions. Let's begin with an easy one. I am going to, I must use, this will work. I must freehand. Okay. So, what we have here is the bird's eye view of a baseball diamond. Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to make drawings. Thank you for your patience and understanding. I am doing my best. So, we have here a distance from here to here. And that distance, this is going to be first base, okay? Second and third. All right? We are going to express this distance in the letter S. In all honesty, we still have a square here, but it's rotated 45 degrees. So it is all about perspective, okay? So looking at this shape, we have a square shape. The question is, A baseball infield is a square with a base at each corner, as we could see. Each base lies the same distance from the next one. So what that means is they're exactly the same distance. Hence why we call it a square. A square has all four sides identical in length, correct? Suppose S represents the length of each side. Since the infield is a square, you can use the expression 4 times S. So you might hear that in the question, 4 times S. Okay? That is our variable. Or we could write 4 times S or 4S. Again, if you have a variable beside a whole number, it is inferred multiplication. Always. Okay? So they are asking to find the perimeter. Well, looking at our shape, we know it's a square. So therefore, our perimeter is going to equal 4S. S is unknown. It would have to be given to us in the question. That's a good question. Okay, distance between bases, baseball fields, 90 feet. Whew, that's a lot of running, isn't it? But that's okay. Exercise is great. So we could easily substitute at this point 4 multiplied by 90. I recommend using brackets. Brackets also infers multiplication. We are solving the perimeter, and basically it's the baseball player's distance that they are going to run. Nine times 4 is 36, correct? Again, I recommend you study your multiplication and or times table, because it will definitely help you solve your mathematical problems quickly and faster than your peers. Aren't you quick? Yes, you are. Good luck. $36. Whenever I do these types, I always just multiply the two beginning numbers and I ignore the 0. Once we figure out what 9 times 4 is, all we need to do is just bring the 0 down. It's that easy. Okay. Write mathematical expressions. In the algebraic expression for S, the letter S is called a variable. You will even hear that common word variable if you are interested in learning coding. In algebra, variables are symbols used to represent unspecified numbers or values. Any letter may be used as a variable. So, you can use any letter you choose. You are the creator of the variable names. The letter S was used above because it is the first letter of the word side. That works. An algebraic expression. Now, don't let these big fancy words scare ya. They're just words. It consists of one or more numbers and variables along with one or more arithmetic operations. Here are some examples of algebraic expressions. Five x, 3x minus 7. Remember, any variable that is beside a whole number, as an example, infers multiplication. This is why you commonly see the dot used, because x can also be a variable. So just remember, this is multiplication. Bear with me, please. Maybe one day I will have a tablet to do this. Thank you for your understanding and patience. The same thing here, 3 times x. Let's see some other examples. So, no worries, you've worked with fractions. These variables we use to substitute numbers. So if p equaled 8 and q equaled 2, we would go 8 divided by 2, which equals 4. And then we go 4 plus 4. Our answer would be 8. It's that easy. Isn't this fun? Oh, yes, it is. Here are some other examples. M. They use times. It's not something I would do. I would not recommend it. I recommend using the dot, or you could use brackets. M times 5n. Simplified, we could write this as 5m n. Just remember, when multiplying numbers together, it doesn't matter which order the numbers are, you'll always get the same answer. Isn't that the great thing about multiplication? It truly is. One more. 3 3a, whoopsie doodles, 3ab. So what we have here is 3 times a times b. All of these are being multiplied together. And then they have divided by 5cd. 5 is multiplied by c, and c is also multiplied by d. Now, I do recommend when solving mathematical problems with the division symbol, I'm not a fan of linear calculations. I highly recommend, especially when you're working in algebra, that you turn the problem into fractional form. That is my recommendation. Thank you for watching. It is great to have you. I am Johnny with HomeCountry Mathematics. I will see you in the next video. Great to have you, as always, and we'll talk to you soon. Yes, we will.